What is going on, family? We are back with another review from looks like a band from Greece today. Athens, to be exact, I believe. And the band is called The Ripples today. It's the first one for the channel. And today we are checking out a brand new song from them, Alcoholic Ice Cream, today. They've already got me pretty intrigued with the name already. With Alcoholic Ice Cream. I feel like we're going to be getting into something already pretty interesting and unique already off the bat, because I mean, come on now, like that's already an interesting name. So shout out to them all the way out there in Greece. Make sure you go give them some love and support and tell how much you love and appreciate their music if you are here on the channel today, hearing them for the first time. And we will do that on the backside of this video. Know what I'm saying? All right, The Ripples, Alcoholic Ice Cream. Let's do it. Hold on, there's a whole disclaimer on here. Hold on. The following music video contains fictional portrayals of toxic and obsessive relationships. Ooh, okay. Emotional manipulation and symbolic representations of violence, control, and psychological instability. All characters, events, and situations depicted are works of fiction, created solely for artistic and narrative expression, so don't be taking it too seriously. Know what I'm saying? Any resemblance to real persons or real-life events is purely coincidental. No real harm was inflicted on any individual during the making of this video. The imagery and actions shown are metaphorical and should be interpreted as encouragement, endorsement, and should not be interpreted as encouragement, endorsement, or glamorization of harmful behavior. This work explores the darker side of love, obsession, and power dynamics, and how intimacy can become destructive when driven by control rather than connection. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, friends. So basically, they're saying don't take this shit too seriously. This is art. We're telling a story, and that's what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it go back from the top. I'm pretty sure that this was just part of the music in general. So let's just let it cook.
Got an appetite for something sweet, intoxicating liquor and chocolate. Tips mix up all the flavors. You know I miss getting my heart beating and my brain freezed.
She's got them locked up in the freezer like it's ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, she's trying to like preserve them or something. You know what I mean? I see what they're going. I kind of see what they're going for. I think here, friends. Remember, she didn't kill nobody. She didn't sip no poison and no drink. You know what I'm saying? Fictional. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that like the riff in it is kind of, I don't even know how to say it. Because it's very rock and roll, but like it doesn't like it leaves open for like the part for like all the vocal parts, and then like the riff is kind of like around it. You know what I mean? Like the little guitar lick. Shit sounds sick. Man. Oh my God, I love the video concept for sure. Of like the fact that she's like supposed to be crazy and she's psychotic because she's over here like pretending like they're like having a tea party with these people. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit is super sick, man. I love video concepts like that, where or like the storytelling this way, where it's like she's the crazy one, like she's psychotic kind of thing. I love like the like crazy obsession, right? Because she talked about that a little bit in the beginning, where it's like the toxic obsession, right? Where like when it's like too much or too far, you know what I mean? When it's where it goes both ways, right? So I hate to say like she in this case, especially being a guy, right? Because but you know this is the story that we're being told, right? Because guys could be just as obsessive, if not probably tend to be more obsessive than our female counterparts. Just that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. We might use those words more, calling people crazy and all that kinds of shit, but guys are just as fucking crazy. Let me tell you, they are just as obsessive, if not, like I said, if not even more sometimes. More rock and roll as we go. Seeing her like just interact with the guitar player like that in the video, I think is so cool because I mean, it's one of those things. Watch a lot of videos. You know, there was, you know, I went a good probably 10, 15 years of barely watching any music videos at all. And now it's like, I feel like almost every time I'm listening to a song for the first time, I'm also watching a music video with it. So it's a lot of like reviewing music along with the visual, which I'm used to more or less just like going strictly off the audio, like especially for like the longest time in the longest parts of my life, right? But watching so many videos and seeing the parts where like the bands do like the band part, where it's like, okay, there's like the band performance scenes, right? It's a lot of the same stuff. You know what I mean? So just seeing the singer be like involved, like showing like a little bit of probably like some of the fun that they probably have, like doing like, you know, like practice sessions and stuff like that for like live performances and all that kind of shit, like band practice. You kind of see a little bit like of the behind the scenes in the music video. I like that because I feel like that's the opportunity to kind of show some of the band's personality and show a little bit of what you're going to see from those people, especially like in a live show setting, right? Because I'm huge on the live show. It's like, I love when I see bands kind of like showing us what they're going to do when we go to see them live. You know what I mean? And I feel like that is kind of like a little bit of like the idea and the testament of like what we see with this band. Again, kind of showing the band's personality, if you will. So I feel like it goes like a long way. So I love seeing that in the music video. Seeing Homeboy with like the glazed out eyes because he was frozen in the joint is all pretty cool too. Sick outro with the guitar solo and all that kinds of stuff. Oh man, it's a cool video concept. The song itself is dope. Yeah, what else could I say right now in the moment? Oh fuck, do they got the lyrics up in here? Do they? Maybe? Oh, they do. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. All right, because that's the thing is, I'm like, I wanted to talk about the lyrics in here, but I also I couldn't like quote them to you. Got an appetite for something sweet, intoxicating liquor and chocolate chips. Chocolate and wine, baby. Chocolate and wine. Liquor and chocolate chips. Okay. Mix up all the flavors. You know what I've missed. Got a heart beating like, and my brain's freezed. So like the whole one thing that was cool about the lyrics throughout this entire thing, when we barely just started with them, right? Is like it's all very like, again, like when we talk about the word like toxic, you know what I mean? Or like unhealthy, obsessive, like those kinds of things, right? Where it's like when sometimes when it feels too good to be true, it probably is, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta be careful out here, friends. We all know. It's like, you know, especially like, you know, especially when you start thinking about like, you know, like your like first loves kind of vibes, when like you don't really kind of understand like really all about yourself yet. So like it's like a little bit like it's a little obsessive. You know what I'm saying? Like you have, like you're still having to learn to be able to be comfortable with you, let alone being somebody else. And I think a lot of times, like, you know, for a lot of people, those were the ones where it's like, you know, probably the most toxic because it's the most where you're like you're not that much of an individual as yet because you're still like in the younger parts of your like adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, again, very relatable to I think the average person this way. You know what I mean? So I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome. Okay, serve me up, serve me all your poison. Want to eat all this madness? The burden of emotions got me stuck up in your motions. I'm addicted to your emotions, yo. Oh shit. Yeah, tastes like your first kiss. Tastes like your first kiss. This was the ad libs part where I was gonna say, that's the one thing I was gonna say. I'm like, I really like the fact that they had like ad libs throughout the whole thing. Like not throughout the whole thing. Excuse me. More like ad libs in the choruses. Excuse me. There we go. I know I can get this right. Cross the distance to get my fix. Alcoholic ice cream. Get you to your knees. Got me begging for more of this. Again, toxic, begging, you know, very like worship-like, you know what I mean? All the things that could go a little too far sometimes, you know what I mean? Frozen booze, it got my senses. Alcoholic ice cream, get you to your knees. You know what I mean? I can't believe I just did that. Oh my God. Wasted. Baby, you got me wasted. Again, alcoholic reference, tying back to the alcohol. Makes sense. On this bad habit that you treat me. Again, bad habit, right? Like, not all habits are good ones. You know what I'm saying? Got addicted, lost my senses. Again, you know, addictions, you lose your ability to make better decisions in a lot of ways. So like tying all those concepts together, I think works really, really well on the lyrical side. Hell tastes just like your first kiss. Cross the distance to get my fix. Alcoholic ice cream. That's the chorus again. That's the credits. Writing, production. Okay, shout out to these people. Shout out to Giannis and Elizabeth and the Warehouse Music Studios in Studio something 56 maybe? Studio 56? I'm dumb, so I don't know what that means. Shout out to the Ripples though, for sure. Coming again to the channel from Athens, Greece. So it's always dope just like see like some great rock music like happening in other parts of the world. For me, I think it's great for the genre. I think it's just great for the idea of connection and connecting people. And I think that is what is great about, especially by the channel here, right? Is like, you know, we're checking out bands from Greece that will probably make it around one day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. There's a lot of great bands and stuff that I've been hearing a lot of like coming out of Greece for sure. So like that's awesome. That is awesome and amazing. Make sure you go give them some love and support. Tell them how much you like this music. And was it directed by by Kat? I'm gonna fucking kill that name. Sapuna? Yeah, is also the lead vocalist. So she directed the music videos too. Shout out to her, man. That's awesome. I thought the video turned out really sick. So that's really cool to see. Again, a lot of these bands, like they're doing a lot of this stuff all on their own. You know what I mean? Where it's not some other artistic creator that's coming out here to come out with this stuff. A lot of this stuff is happening all in the band specifically. So it's just really dope to see. And let a lot of this stuff like come out really, really well the way that it has. Especially like in this music video, right? So make sure you go get some love and support to Kat and the rest of the band. Tell them how much you love and appreciate their music. And I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.